Did you get up last night to go pee? Raise your hand if it was once. Keep your hand up if it was twice. Was it 3 times? Was it 4 times? Was it 5 times? Did you pee 5 times last night, or are you an excessive peer? Today's show is brought to you by the letter P and the behavior of excessive P. And our job today is to tell you how the emotion code process will say bye-bye to your excessive P. We're going to explain the process about how the emotion code works and how there's some of these little buggers trapped and wrapped around your bladder, which is causing the pressure to make you pee. I'm not a doctor, but I play one every Saturday here on the Bros Show. Hey, everybody, my name is Michael Losier, and we are here every Saturday with my buddy John. We are the Bros, Emotion Code Bros Show, and we're live Saturday, 9 o'clock Pacific, 12 noon Eastern, on my Facebook Live show. If you're watching today and you know somebody that has way too much of this going on, well, you know what? We can help. What inspired this show was a friend of mine that works in a pharmacy, knows a lot of people come in and buy a lot of drugs for excessive pee problem, a lot of drugs. He had told me that he had felt that he had pressure around his bladder because he was using the bathroom a lot too. And I thought, okay, let's try it. And in one session the next day, he said he went from being multiple get up and go pee person to once a night.
No way.
And no more drugs.
Wow.
Hashtag no more drugs. Hey, That's enough about me. Let's talk about you. Welcome, John Inverarity.
Cool story, bro. Yeah, my name's John Inverarity. I live in Vancouver, Canada, Vangroovy, and I'm a certified emotion code and certified body code practitioner, helping people all over the world on a wide variety of different concerns and ailments that we have covered in 36 previous bro shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not limited to.
No, and today, we are, we had another sensitive show, and that was on constipation.
Right.
Boy, do we get good results on that.
Sophie
and then
Giroux.
Today we thought we're going to tackle this one. Oh, we've got a few more we might tackle too, but today we're talking about the P show, brought to you by the letter P. So, John, I got a couple of announcements to make. Before I do that, go take a peek out in the room. Who is saying what, please, before we get started with today?
Yeah, good morning. So Misty Anderson says good morning. Alaska Misty is in the house.
Hey, Alaska Misty.
Brooke Barlow says morning. Liz Maglio says good morning.
Hey, Liz. Good morning. Good morning, Brooke. Good morning, Liz. My friend David Termini from Italy, the guy that I just talked about, he's saying here, I have to give my testimony about this subject. After a New Year's Eve, excessive food and alcohol, I had pain in my bladder. I kept on feeling needy of urinating, and I know that you know who I asked to help. Yes, to Michael. He healed it in 12 hours. He's my best medical doctor. I'm not a doctor, but I love the compliment. Hey, our friend Sylvia Bellini from Soggy Grey Day in London. Ooh. She's looking forward to a great show. She slumped on the sofa with Lucy, the Jack Russell, and a mug of hot tea.
Nice.
That hot tea might make you go pee, Sylvia Bellini. Okay. Who else, John?
Christine Bottoms Robinson says hello. And Susan Arthur.
Name?
It's a triple.
It's a triple. We love a good triple.
Yeah, Susan Arthur from the UK as well says, hello healers, wet, dark, and dreary in Surrey, UK, to are brightening my evening. That's great to hear, Susan. Yeah.
Well, we're glad that you're here. We have Caleb, my friend Caleb. He has joined us this morning. He's saying good morning, and he said, emotion code is amazing. We know that. We love that. Here's a question for you, John. Brenda Lanoff. Can emotion code heal prostate or nerves related to the prostate? Do you have cases where it has? We might not word it that way.
Yeah, you know what?
So...
I've got an awesome story about this. And it's topical. It's absolutely amazing. Thank you, Brenda. So, a gentleman I worked with who was an excessive peer to the point where he couldn't hold it, right? Like he lost control, and it was due to prostate. So he had prostate surgery, and not just one, not just twice or three or four, but I think it was like 10 or 12 times he had surgery
Yeah.
to, it might have been like a tumor, prostate cancer. But then, yeah, he lost control of his bladder and was just peeing excessively. So we did some emotion code, and it was trapped emotions and some other energies from the body code that were putting pressure on the prostate, bladder, just everything down there.
Yeah.
And he regained full control of his bladder after 15 years. These surgeries were a long time ago. And yeah, absolutely amazing. So yeah, Brenda, check out Trapped Emotions.
John is the one to help you with. John's also a body code practitioner. And just a quick, before we get there, John, when people have an operation, it becomes their weakest part of their body, and these trapped emotions gather around there. So to have an operation 10 times in an area meant there was lots of these creating pressure, and they were blocking, because these are negative, they were blocking the positive vibration from joining that area of the body.
Yeah.
Good story.
Yeah.
Lisa Hammond, she's saying good morning to you and I. She's from California. And her friend Nika Rib, she is from rainy UK. Excited to see the show today.
Nice. Yeah, my dad Jim's watching. Says, good morning, John Michael. It's great to see you both again.
Yeah. Christine Bottoms Robinson doesn't agree with something. That's okay, Christine. We all have our opinions here on the Bro Show. And Michelle Watkins is saying hello. And yeah, your dad was in earlier today on the show. So good stuff.
Don Bowen.
Don
Good
Bowen.
morning.
Good. So, John, here's let people know what we need from them today, and then I'm going to do quick 2 announcements, and then we're going to do the keys. And guess what? We got our magnets ready. So go ahead, please.
Yeah, so we're looking for 1 or 2 people that experience frequent urination or are up 4 to 6 times a night peeing. And we need your permission, so write in the comments, yep, that's me. A little context, how many times you're up per night, how bad it is, and how long it's been going on for, the severity on a scale of 1 to 10. And that's it. That's it. Permission, severity.
Yeah.
That's it.
You know,
Yeah,
we've got a lot of regulars here. They've watched the show. They know what we need. We might even give you a nickname, too. So, hey, and also, we want to hear from 2 people. One of them is the woman that you worked on last week, which is our friend Misty Anderson. So we're looking for her to give us an update. John, we did a heart wall. Can you give us a brief update about what that meant and what you did?
Heart wall is these little buggers, trapped emotions right around the heart. So your heart, source of love, source of creativity, and it sends messages to everyone, the universe even. And those around you, those loved ones around you. So what a heart wall does is it blocks that love, that essence of who you are from being expressed. So we clear heart wall emotions, and people have better ability for creativity, better relationships, more inspiration, motivation, and more able to give love, receive love.
Yeah.
And that's just the start of what happens when you remove the heart wall. So very, very powerful. Heart wall is a huge energetic block.
Yeah, it is. I get great results when I do a heart wall. People, they notice lots of changes with customers and clients, with their family, everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Nick, I worked from Nick. He was out of New York area last week. So Nick, you're not in the room yet, but when you do, give us an update, please. We'd like to do that.
Nick Carter.
Good stuff. So I got a couple quick announcements. If you're a healer, or you're an emotion code or body code practitioner, I've got something cooking for you. Next Thursday, it's February 15th. I think the date is the 15th. That's the wrong date. It's Thursday, February the 15th at 6 p.m. I'm doing a free, probably 30, 35-minute, 40-minute training. Now, as some of you know, I also have a program where I teach emotion code, body code practitioners how to deliver the 7 keys in a live audience. So I'm taking information from that program, and I'm going to give it to you for free. And it's all about the words. It's all about the words that you are using, or the words that you need to be using, so you can stimulate people's answers when they're asking, particularly when people say, so what do you do? You know what? Don't tell them you're an emotion code, body code practitioner. It won't mean anything. So I'm going to teach you what you need to say to stimulate the interest, where people say, wow, how do you do that? Because most of you aren't getting that. I also want to teach you that you're in business to solve problems, and your job is to listen to what the problem is and what words you need to be using so you can stimulate their interest so you can book paid clients. Again, this comes from my online training series on how to deliver a stand-up in-person presentation to fill your calendar. I'm doing it for free. I want you to register because I have like a 4-page little booklet for those of you that like to take notes. If you've done any of my training, you know that I like to say it. I like for you to say it, to read it, to write it, and to do it and to think about it. So make sure you register the day before, the day of. We will send you the quick little workbook so you can follow along. This will be information that you energy healers know, because my hunch is, well, not my hunch, what I do know is that some of you aren't very good at explaining what you do because you're so passionate about your work. And I've been in the business a long time, and I've built a very successful practice delivering emotion code 7 keys online with John and delivering them in person and filling my calendar. And it's because I have a background in NLP, which is neuro-linguistic programming. So I know the right words that people need to hear because I'm in business to solve problems. So if you like my style, you like my teaching style, it is next Thursday, February 15th at 6 p.m., 9 p.m. Eastern. The replay will also stay on my Facebook page. We'll copy it inside of my private Facebook group. So John, you helped me out with that last time, and we had a lot of people that gave us some compliments. And
Yep.
yeah, I'm even going to do that little module where I talk about how to put that online booking system and how it ties in, and really, and it ties into PayPal, because guess what? You're done doing free presentation. You're done doing the free training, okay, to your friends and family. It's time to make some cashola, and I'm going to teach you how to do that. Now, I got 2 other programs coming up. They are 6-session programs. They last over 10 days. I could do it in 1 session, but it wouldn't be as effective. So I make it last 6 days. It starts on Monday the 26th, February 26th. I go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 4 days off, then Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And I promise you, with those 4 days off, you'll be coming back Monday with some results. It's a $300 program. You'll get 50 emotion code sessions. There's 2 of them. One at 8 a.m. is for weight loss and weight reductions. And I have uncovered lots of great tips and tools and emotion code strategies to help myself reduce weight, reduce and eliminate all kinds of food habits and food cravings. And of course, that ceiling that I could never break before. I would try everything and I would get to that weight. And as soon as I got there, it was like, well, I can celebrate now. No, you can't. So I had to break that weight ceiling, or I guess it's like the level. So I've been delivering that program since April with awesome results. The other program starts at noon. It's about money. Did you know that you have a money ceiling? In other words, you have a ceiling of how much money you can make, and you get to it, and then something comes up, or you blow the money, or you have bad habits with money. I'm going to change your beliefs about money. I'm going to raise your ceiling for how much money you can have, how much prizes you can win, how much free stuff you can have. It's a $300 investment. It runs over 6 classes, starting on February 26th, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 4 days off, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's a great value, and it's a well-designed program and well-run because I've been doing it for a while. Okay, John, go out and say hello to a couple more people, and then I've got the keys ready to go. I'm just going to put them in order, so go ahead, please.
Yeah. Chever just joined us.
Chevy,
Hey,
Chever!
Michael. Yeah.
Now, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention, on Sunday, I think at 3 o'clock Pacific time, Chevy and I are doing a special show on my book, Your Life's Purpose. So last week I was talking to Chevy, and he had my book, but he didn't do the processes, and I worked with them, and holy S-balls. So he's very excited. So if you're curious about what your life's purpose is, guess what? I already know what it is. But I'm going to teach you how to uncover what you need to do to be fulfilled. So I'll be posting the link from Chevy's page onto my page, this one here. Okay, enough about that, John. Go ahead, please.
Okay.
I'm getting the keys ready.
Amy
Lining up
Larson.
the keys.
Okay, I gotta say hi to Amy Larson Straight, aka Amy Chai. She says, hello, happy Saturday. Yeah. And
Rami Carlin joined us this morning. She's a loyal watcher. Thank you.
Yeah,
Being
Rajesh
with us today.
is joined here. Hey, Rajesh. And Kelly Carson, back
Hey,
in
Kelly
Gibson.
Carson. She's back from her vacation. I think last night was her first night she slept in her own bed since she's been away for about a month. So I bet you she loved her sleep last night.
Yeah, Lisa Hammond says, "Good morning, Michael and John from California. Hashtag emotion code bros."
Nice stuff.
Pamelia Bell says, "Good morning, emotion code bros."
Good
One
stuff.
more, one more. Natasha Paula Samuel. Hello, Michael, John. Looking forward to the show as always. Watching from a damp Romford, Essex.
I know. Boy, those UK people love to give us a
UK.
weather report,
Barbara
don't they?
rowing from London. Good evening. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, she didn't give us a weather report. Yeah, we already got it, Barbara. We know what's cooking there. One more here. I saw our friend Juanita Johnson from Regina. You don't need to tell us the weather there. We know it is probably chilly. Okay,
Yeah.
John. First thing we want to do is that John and I are certified emotion code practitioners. We are trained in the practice of using the emotion code process that was developed and written and mastered by our friend, Dr.
Dr.
Bradley
Bradley
Nelson
Nelson.
from the
So
Emotion
he
Code book.
wrote the book.
Yeah. If you're the least bit interested in learning how to do it, you can read the book and practice and practice and practice and keep watching this show. And if you're an emotion code practitioner, you're probably getting lots of tips on the keys. You know, we don't teach the emotion code process here. We're just talking about here's some of the elements. And we're going to talk to you about the 7 elements, but you really need to buy the book. You can get it for free online, but there's nothing like smell it, John. There's nothing like having the book and being able to smell the book. So there you go. It's much better than the download. And it's a thick book. So honor Dr. Bradley Nelson, buy the book, and you can learn how to do it. I learned how to do it on myself about 4 years ago and spent about a year practicing on myself and then a year connecting with other people. And boy, when I took the certification course, it really amplified it. And now it's a major part of my business. So John and I are going to explain the emotion code process. There are 7 keys to the process. By the way, these are the same 7 keys that I teach facilitators to practitioners rather to do in front of a live room. So, or it could be on Facebook Live or any kind of medium like what we're doing today. So,
Yeah.
So John, before we talk about the 7 keys, we like to talk about there's 2 specific elements about the emotion code. They're kind of distinctions, if I can call it that Dr. Bradley introduces that might be new. Go ahead, please. What are they?
One is the power of the subconscious mind. So your subconscious mind is a supercomputer, and it knows everything that you've done in your entire life. It stores information. It's the most complex object known in the known universe. And so we communicate with the subconscious. So that's the first distinction, is that the subconscious mind, it knows what you've done in the past. It knows your emotional experiences from past events.
Cue
Yeah.
subconscious mind
Cue
that knows
subconscious.
everything. Everything
Yeah.
is stored. What you touched, what you taste, what you read, what you did, what you experienced, and more important, what little buggers are trapped.
Exactly. So these little buggers that Michael is referring to is a trapped emotion. So that's just a little ball of energy about the size of your fist or a little bit larger, maybe the size of a cantaloupe. And they're stuck somewhere in your body, rattling around, aggravating tissues, influencing the way that you think, aggravating your bladder, covering your heart. Yeah.
Okay, move on. That we
All
got
right.
the subconscious mind. And the next
That's
part,
it.
yeah. Anything else?
I don't know if Dr. Brad mentioned anything about a red arrow, but
But
yeah, maybe in volume 2.
okay, so that's the 2 things we want you to know about. Subconscious mind knows everything, and trapped emotions or unprocessed negative emotions that are stuck. Now, here's the 7 keys to the process. Key number 1.
It's the emotion code chart, just 2 columns, 6 rows, totaling 60 trapped emotions, broken down into convenient little boxes of 5. And there's correlating organs and glands on the sides there too, which is, those would be the frequency generators, organs and glands, which would actually create those trapped emotions.
That's right. And our job as practitioners is to talk to your subconscious mind to find out which one of those little buggers is the problem. And when we find out what it is, well, how do we find out what it is? We use what's called
Muscle testing. Yeah, so we use muscle testing, communicate with the subconscious mind, find the trapped emotion that is aggravating your blank, your bladder, your heart, causing the headaches,
the stiff neck, the
stiff neck,
constipation, the heartburn, the
constipation.
seasonal allergies, the ringing in the ears, the pimples, the rashes, the dashes, the sharp pain. Oh, what's it?
The limp.
I see it on TV. I've seen all these commercials for diabetic nerve pain. This is diabetic nerve pain. Everything's got fancy names. Diabetic nerve pain. When people say they have nerve pain, I'm very excited. You know why? Because it's always this.
You get
And they get that little sharp electrical thing, and I thought, you can say goodbye to your sharp electrical nerve pain. So, John, we got the chart. We're going to use muscle testing. We do it on ourselves, but if we're going to work with somebody else from a distance, that means in any country, on the phone, on Skype, on a video like this, well, in order for us to be able to do it for them, we become
their proxy. Yeah, we call it their proxy. So we're acting on the client's behalf. So the practitioner acting as a proxy on the client's behalf, muscle testing for them, communicating with her subconscious, finding the trapped emotions that are creating the symptoms.
That's right. And before we work on anybody, because we like to brag about our results, because we always like to get rid of everything they're having, including excessive peeing, we like to know
the severity on a scale of 1 to 10. We like to have that. Yeah, we like to brag, and we like to have some context too, and it gives the client some context too of what it's like on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah. Now today I've decided that I'm going to choose my friend Liz Maglio, who's having some, she came forward and I'm seeing her out on the chart. So Liz, I'm going to choose you. You already gave us permission, but this is the next key.
Permission. Verbal permission or written permission is the next key. Yep.
Yeah. And Liz Magnolia has done that. She's saying, good morning. She got a severe pain. So she's given me permission. Severe challenge. She's telling me it's a severe. So I got those things. But now that she's listening, she can give me specific permission to say, I give Michael permission to be my proxy so he can tap into my subconscious mind to find the LBs. No, it's not LB, little bugger. Yeah, it's LBs, little buggers. That's my rename for them. So, John, I'm going to be muscle testing on Liz's behalf. I'm going to ask her subconscious mind, what are the trapped emotions that are causing her to have excessive peeing? And then when I find them through muscle testing, my muscles say, it's that one right there. And then
you break out the magnet. And then you take the magnet and you swipe it over the governing meridian. 3 swipes for a standard trapped emotion. And with intention to clear it, and that releases the trapped emotion. So it basically deletes it. Kind of like taking a magnet to your credit card.
Yeah.
Gone.
Yeah, and we get it. We get it that this is a bizarre process. Okay?
Yeah, this is where usually people start rolling their eyes, is when you start talking about magnets.
They didn't roll the part where I'm fixing people's neck problems and other countries over the phone, but when you bring out the magnet, they say, what? And I said, what? That's the part that freaked you out?
Yeah, now it's getting weird. Yeah.
I've got so many stories. I mean, I take my magnet everywhere, to my barber, free haircuts, to my favorite restaurant, free breakfasts, to my new Mexican place, free tacos.
Oh, tacos.
It's great too. So, John, all of this can work. We're certified practitioners. We know the process. We understand what to do, but we need to get plugged in. We need to have the energy to be able to do this, and that energy is generated through, say it when you see it.
A lot of water. So, hydrated practitioner. Yeah, essential. I drink a lot of water. Michael drinks a lot of water. It is essential for muscle testing, keeping the energy flowing, and helps actually the client to process after a session as well. Doesn't help with excessive peeing though. So.
Well, no, and sometimes I'm drinking 2 or 3 liters a day, and I am excessive peeing, but it's relative to what I'm doing, so I know that. But and I usually don't work at night because you can get kind of tired, doing this work. A lot of clients,
absolutely.
Sometimes they're yawning during a session. They can feel the energy move. And many of them like to take a nap. Hashtag take a nap, right?
Yeah.
Good. Well, we did it, John. We talked about the 7 keys of the process. We talked about the emotion code chart. I have that same chart in front of me. I'm just going to stand it up here. And I am going to start the process. And I'm going to connect with my friend Liz Maglio. She's let's check. She's given me permission. She
Yep.
told us the severity, and I know what the problem is. I've got my magnets in hand, I've got lots of water, and I've got a chart. So the first part is I'm muscle testing with my fingers right now. I'm just going to keep them down here. I'm just going to muscle test and say, I'm asking my subconscious mind, do I need to drink any more water? It's saying no. Am I hydrated enough? Yes. So John, what's one of the conditions of asking questions? Do I need more water? No. Am I hydrated enough? Yes. Am I ready to work with Liz? Yes. What kind of questions am I asking?
Oh, right. So they're all yes and no questions. So you're prompting for a yes or no response.
Yeah. So I'm connected with Liz quickly because I worked with her before. So that usually happens, right, when you work with people. So right now I'm going to show you. When the fingers are locked, it's a yes. So right now, am I Liz? Am I Michael? So let it go if it's a no. Am I
No.
Michael?
Yeah.
Am I John? No. Am I Liz? I am. Okay. And now I'm going to be talking as if I'm Liz's voice, and I'm going to say, so am I ready to release the trapped emotions that are causing my excessive urination, peeing? I am. What is the severity of this problem? I'm going to ask from a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being severe. Is the problem a 1? No. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's an 8. Is it a 10? No. Is it a 9? No, it's an 8. So that's the severity of Liz's problem challenge.
Yep.
So now that I know, so I've got her permission. I'm connected to her. Her problem's an 8. I didn't guess that, right? This is not a guess. This is why we don't guess. We don't get a gut feeling for the answer. We use muscle testing. It is a solid 8 out of 10. So now I'm going to find out, I like this question. What is the percentage that this problem is caused by trapped emotions? Is it 10%, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 90, 99? Is it 99? Is it 100? Look at that. 100% of this excessive peeing problem is caused by trapped emotions. So I'm going to find out. So what's the first one? It's terror.
Column
John,
B.
what do we know about terror on the chart? It's terror. Do I need to know more? So
Well, let
I
me
just
just pull up
found
my
it.
chart, take a look. Terror is in B5. So it's right here
B5 for
in
bladder.
B5, right
Yeah.
there.
So this means there's a
And
trapped emotion of terror trapped around her bladder and
so
kidney
yeah,
area.
it's a kidney bladder emotion.
Now I just got another one, creative insecurity. Tell us where that is.
Yeah, it's the same box down there in B5.
That's right. So these are
Kidney
gathered.
bladder emotion. Yeah.
Conflict. I think we
Conflict.
found the hot box.
Did we? Nice.
Unsupported. Did you find someone to work with, John?
I did.
Okay, good. There, I got the last one in the box B5, which is wishy-washy. So that was 5 trapped emotions that are gathered around her kidney and bladder. Is there more? Yes, I think column B, they're A. Is it A1, 2, 3, 4? It's A5. Oh, surprise, surprise. These two are around her bladder and kidneys. The first one is blaming. Do I need to know more? No. So I'm going to get rid of blaming.
I'm working on Susan Darnell. So it's 10 out
Oh,
of
great.
10. It's been going on 4 to 6 years.
Yeah, our friend Susan from Vancouver, loyal watcher.
And she actually said just recently, TMI, but has lost or is having problems holding. So it's getting worse. Alarming. Connect up. Suzanne Darnell. Oh, I said Susan first. It's Suzanne. Suzanne Darnell. Good connection. Yeah, proxy. Yeah, awesome. Okay. Severity of this is a 10. Yeah. I'm muscle testing. I make a loop with left pinky thumb and then do this thing with my right hand. It looks really weird, but that's what I found works best through trial and error. And yeah, Suzanne Darnell. Is there a trapped emotion creating these symptoms? So trouble holding your pee And excessive urination. There's a trapped emotion contributing to this symptom. Yeah. Most significant, column A, column B. Is it 6, 4, 2? It's unworthy. Need to know more. Do we need to know more? No, clear unworthy. My magnet, clearing unworthy. Gone.
Now, I just found a prenatal trapped emotion. Well, not one of them. I found 5 of them. I found 5 prenatal trapped emotions, and all of them are the same ones that were hidden and trapped as well. So, and they were around your kidney. That means while she was in her mother's womb, I'm just going to check. How many months? After 6 months, between 5 and 6 months, these were trapped. That means there was an experience your parents were having, something outside of you, and you absorbed it.
Yeah.
So, is there any more? No. So now I'm going to measure it. Before today's session, what was the severity of my excessive peeing? Was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Was it 9? Was it 10? Was it 8? And now it's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. It's 0. When will this take effect? In 9 days? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Today. It'll take effect today. Am I done? Do I need to do more? No. Okay, I'm just going to disconnect from Liz. Liz, you can hold your head up high because your frequent bathroom visits, you can give them a big ol' bye-bye.
I cleared out unworthy, rejection, and confusion from Suzanne. The trapped emotion here, severity is.
I'm going to go up to the room, John, say hello to some more friends, and we'll check in with you in a few minutes. So you saw the process. I used the emotion code chart. I had my magnet. I drank water. I got Liz's permission. I did the process. I identified she had 10 trapped emotions around her bladder, kidneys. She had 5 hidden ones, and I found 5 prenatal ones, which means she's had them forever. So.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the link to the money class is in the comments. I see Delilah's done that. And the link to the free training, although I'm doing it right on Facebook Live, I want you to register because I want to give you first I'm going to give a coupon off if you want to take the full program, but I'm going to give you a worksheet of the stuff that we're going to work on. So make sure you get registered for that. I'm just scrolling down here. Rajesh is saying hashtag invisible thread. You know, that's the proxy. Water and hydration and magnet.
Yeah.
Mommy says she carries her magnet all the time.
Nice. Some people use their fingertips too. Dr. Brad talks about that, but instead of like a magnetic.
Yeah, I tried that. I got the ugly cry.
Doesn't work with everyone.
Yeah, it wasn't strong enough. Susan Arthur is saying hundreds of TV channels, and the emotion code bros is the best to watch.
Wow.
Well, on my board behind me here, this is my vibrational business plan. We should probably give you the link to that. And it's a way that I use law of attraction to plan my business. You know what's on the bottom? Emotion code bros and syndicated TV. I just put it out there.
Okay. Am I coming along for that?
Well, you're part of the bros.
Okay.
And Misty Anderson has signed up for the Train the Trainer program, delivering presentations. I know she did a presentation a couple months ago and nobody signed up, and it's because she didn't follow the process. So I'm going to support Misty in doing a really good job and making money finally after doing this. So Misty, keep us in the loop. I'm also working today. I have about 3 open appointments. If you're sitting home with your legs crossed and wishing you were having an appointment today, you can go to my website, hangoutwithmichael.com/emotion code, and uncross your legs and have me work on you today. Sylvie Bellini, she's not a doctor, but she is saying that marshmallow root tea is excellent for waterwork issues. I've cleared out my local herbalist supply. Rajesh thinks I have a cold. He's always wanting me to have ginger tea. Sounds good. Okay. Do you want to give us an update, John?
Clearing trapped emotions, frustration, blaming, despair, confusion, rejection, unworthy. There might have been a few other ones. Kind of lose count after a while here.
They're also around the gallbladder and the liver area.
Yeah, so I mean, it doesn't have to be a kidney bladder emotion that's causing the symptom. It can be any emotion.
That's
They
right.
can lodge anywhere. But if you do find a lot in one row, it's usually because that organ or gland is unhappy and like
Out of balance and
out of balance, creating a lot of that emotion, right? Like the liver. The liver won the hot box. I call that the hot box.
I
Anger,
know.
bitter, guilt, hatred, right? So the angry drunk is a,
I know. Well, I had a friend say the other day. He said, "Oh my God, dude, I got in a fight last night, and this guy's so gentle. He's got like our energy." And I said, what was going on? He said, "Well, I had a couple drinks," and I said, "Phew." So when you drink, you agitate the liver, and you make the liver go out of balance. And when the liver's out of balance, all the emotions in that, and guess what's there? Anger, bitterness, guilt, hatred, resentment, and fighting. Fighting's not there really. Shelley Fergan is saying good morning from Snohomish, Washington. Yeah, I know how to pronounce it, Shelley. Kelly Carson slept 9 hours last night. What the sleep is going on?
nice, yeah.
Amy Larson Straits joined us. Amy Chai T. Helena from Helena J. She's saying good morning. Helena also gave me a compliment. She's also taken the Train the Trainer. She's going to be ready to do an in-person presentation in her local community, and maybe in Vancouver, North Vancouver somewhere. And we will be booking her calendar too. So, John, we're 20 to the hour.
Yeah.
Just to remind people that we were able to do this from a distance. Two people that aren't in the room with us. We don't have to touch anybody. We found out the severity. We got their permission. So if you're thinking at home how that's going to happen, well, you can book an appointment with both of us and do that. My appointments are 2 30-minute sessions. This P problem took 6 minutes. So if you're hiring me, hashtag bring a list. We do 2 30-minute sessions, not all at once because it's way too much. You will be exhausted and ready for a nap after 30 minutes with John or I. So
Yeah.
make sure you bring a list, Oh, there's Helena J. She said, Michael, your Train the Trainer program from Emotion Code Practitioners is fantastic, enlightening, and practical. Oh, thank you.
I agree. Thanks. Hey, Helena.
Barbara Rowing, she said she's not connected to us, but she's yawning her head off.
Yeah. Huh. Borrowed benefits, they call that, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, Liz
I
is
guess.
acknowledging the work we're doing. She's thanking me.
I think Kelly noticed that too. About borrowed benefits. Another trapped emotion
Carol
here.
Backleg is saying, good morning, bros. I'll be in Vancouver next weekend at the Wellness Show. Drop by and see me at booth number 320 and bring some of your salad. Bring your favorite salad dressing. What's this all about?
What's this all about?
I'd like to go to that. Maybe take the float plane over. How decadent's that? Take
That's
a little
nice.
float plane over,
Yeah.
pop in, because the float plane station, or you wouldn't call it a station, what would you call it? Terminal, is right by there. Actually, I would go if I could do a live presentation on stage. Can you imagine doing that at a big health show? Having a big come to Jesus moment up at the front of the, well, you and I have done that before, delivering the 7 keys.
I took a float plane to Victoria. Yeah.
You did.
For your show.
You were decadent.
It was good. Yeah.
Good. Lauren Nelson Bowman is saying, Michael, can you explain your frequent swipes versus the 3 to 10 emotion code teaches? Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Sometimes my intuition, like I don't want to count 1, 2, 3. I just do this. I don't know if it's 3 or 5. Sometimes I can't put my arm down. And I don't know I'm doing it and I'm thinking, okay, Michael, that's enough. And it's like, and my arm just says, no, keep doing it. So I'm very intuitive. I don't challenge that. I just do. It's usually 3 swipes when it's your own, 10 swipes, but I don't really count. I could go 1, 2, 3, but that takes more time than doing this. Just next. Actually, I'd love a little machine above my head that does this.
Pendulum or something. Helicopter hat.
Boy, I mean, this is the only occupational hazard is having to keep my arm up for a couple hours a day. So, Lauren, yes, the official training teaches 3 swipes, 1, 2, 3. You can do more. There's no penalty to do more. It's just maybe extra caution. But, yeah, people ask me that question a lot. Okay. Okay, John, do you want to give us an update? And we're
I
going to
think we're
start.
maxed out. Yeah. Sort of just, it's like a tractor just went through it and cleared out a lot of
Yeah.
emotions. A lot of heavy ones. There are not a lot of good ones on this list. So, like overwhelm and depression, frustration, blaming, despair. I just cleared out a ton. Can we continue? No. So I'm getting that set for now for her. 0. Yeah, that might be enough.
Okay. Good
Yeah.
stuff. We'll get an update. These are regular viewers, so they'll tell us before next Saturday. My friend Austin Sloan is saying good morning. Hey, Austin.
Morning.
Delilah's saying brought to you by the letter P.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing today. And as always, John and I go out to the room after the show today. We answer any additional questions that you have. We'd love to work with you to help you with many, many areas of your life. If you've been challenged with your weight your whole life, be like me and finally get the answer, which is called the emotion code. In my 6-session, 50 emotion code sessions in those 6 classes. Or if you've been challenged with money blocks, a lot of people's money stuff is inherited, so we also work on that. Check out my 2 programs. Next Thursday, I'm doing that free training for healers, emotion code, body code practitioners. John, what is cooking next week, please?
It's a results show. So we're going to
Yes.
bring back people like Suzanne, Liz, maybe Misty. Misty,
Yeah.
no, we didn't see your testimonial, but that'd be maybe didn't post.
Yeah.
Maybe Nick Carter. Is Nick from a boy band, or is that Nick
No.
different Nick Carter?
Yeah.
We're gonna check.
Missy's
We're
saying,
gonna we're gonna
did
call
you see
Nick.
my testimonial in here? No, you can post it there.
So it's the results show. So we're bringing people that we've helped from the past on to
Yeah.
next week's bro show. We're gonna have. We did it a few weeks ago. Maybe like
Yeah,
5 or
it's
6
good. People
people.
get to learn, and we don't do a healing on that day, but we get to hear our friend Permelia from Vancouver Islands joining us. Kelly Carson is joining us back. And
Great.
we'd like a couple more people. So if we worked on you on the show and you got good hair, we would love to have you join us. That's the
Lighting,
only
hair,
requirement.
headset. Great story, inspirational story.
Yeah,
And that's why we're doing it. Yeah, help
yeah,
inspire
so that
others.
we're doing that. And then after that, John, on February 24th, we're doing panic. People that have panic and anxiety attacks.
Hmm.
Boy, I wish all the people that are taking drugs for a panic attack and anxiety attack could watch this show and learn that in one session, we can severely reduce the level or eliminate all their panic and anxiety attack, that social anxiety or just panic attacks, whether it's, well, it doesn't matter what the reason is, it's all caused by trapped emotions. We'd love to help you with that. So mark that on your calendar. Bring your panicky friend with you. That is on February 24th, episode number 29. John, can you
Very
let
nice.
people know about our convenient online calendars and what it would take to,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
yeah,
So we,
to
we
work with us?
posted links on how to book a session. So you just go onto that or onto our websites and book a session. The calendar pops up, pick a time that works for you. You set your time zone. Payment happens through PayPal there. And it's just super easy. It takes a couple minutes and we could be working one-on-one in no time.
Yeah. When you register, we send you the link to the video like this. It's private. If you don't want to be on the video, just let us know and we can do it by telephone if you want. But
Yep.
it's fun to watch it actually. If and you get to see the process happen.
Yeah,
Good.
absolutely. Or email too. I'm working with a lot of people right now that are just really, really busy, have busy schedules. They send me a list, I work on them, send them the notes.
Yeah.
Done.
Good. John, I'm going to end today's show by acknowledging you with Misty Anderson's Heartwall session. She just left us a testimonial. So here we go. Last week, John did a Heartwall session, which means these trapped emotions wrapped around somebody's heart. It was Misty's. Here's what she said. I honestly believe that you meet people in your life for a reason. They're there for a lesson as long as you're willing to listen and learn. Being a certified emotion code practitioner, I've worked on others as well as myself. There are some things that I'm not just able to clear myself, so I'll ask for help only when I need it. Last Saturday, 2/3/18, the Emotion Code Bros did a Heartwall session on me. John did. While John was working on me, I initially felt a stirring in my heart and then in my stomach. I let the energy do its thing. Like a lot of people, I struggled with creating relationships due to this past hurt and fears. I had felt dead inside for a long time. Something broke free inside of me that day. I was so pumped and full of energy, it was like magic after that. I was contacted by someone who asked me to be a guest on his show. I'm now working with Delilah, who's going to help me with marketing and sales, which I have no clue about, but I'm very eager to learn. And I was able to get enrolled with #DaddyMagicFingers, Train the Trainer program. That's me. I'm so happy and grateful that I have a stirring inside of me again. I love this group, the stories, the people, and the energy. I'm most thankful for John and Michael, as you two have bigger impact on me than you may ever know. There is no amount of words that can express my gratitude. Eternally grateful, #Alaska Misty. Well,
Wow.
that was lovely to hear that.
Someone cutting onions.
I'm smelling an onion.
I say that, little tears.
Yeah. Well, we had a great show today, John. We did what we wanted to do. We explained the emotion code process. We did 2 sessions. We helped 2 people. We demonstrated that this work is done virtually. You can be anywhere in the world. And we also let people know how they could have the gift of the emotion code or body code session with you and an emotion code session with me. We're going to see everybody back next week so you can listen in on people's experiences. If you know somebody that needs to know and to get off pills and medication, not even that, just getting up 20 times a night, do share the show with them today. Do them a favor and let them know that we can help them eliminate and say a big old bye-bye to their excessive pee. Okay, John, that was fun. Thanks for chilling out with me today.
Great fun.
We'll see you later.
Great. Thanks, everyone.